something felt different from the very beginning, and she sensed it in every quiet moment. In the past, stepping back always ignited a familiar response, an eager chase, a cascade of apologies, and constant reminders of emotional investment. That validation once reassured her of her influence, a sign that no matter the distance, he would always be drawn back. Now, however, as she checked her phone for any hint of his presence, she was met with silence, leaving her to wonder if the bond they once shared had shifted irrevocably. As she scrolled through social media, her eyes searched for even the slightest indication that he was still watching, a vague lyric or a shared memory that might prompt a response. Instead, the quiet became overwhelming, its absence of communication slowly eroding the certainty she once clung to. The familiar game of testing boundaries and reclaiming control was no longer playing out, and with each passing moment, she began to question whether she still held any power in this delicate dance. At first, she convinced herself that his calm detachment was simply a different way of expressing himself, a deliberate pause in the chase. But as time stretched on without a word, that reassurance faded, replaced by a growing unease. The silence that had once been her strategy was now a mirror reflecting her deepest doubts, suggesting that perhaps he had already moved on, or worse, that the connection had changed beyond repair. In a bid to regain the balance, she reached out with a casual message, a subtle reaction intended to spark the familiar dynamic. All she wanted was a small sign that he still cared, a confirmation that the spark was still alive. Yet, his composed indifference only deepened her inner turmoil, forcing her to confront the possibility that the power she believed she held might have been an illusion all along. The absence of his emotional response left her grappling with unsettling questions about her own worth and the true nature of their relationship. Over time, each unreturned gesture and each quiet moment magnified her fears of becoming irrelevant, replacing certainty with a relentless quest for validation. The realization dawned that the control she had once taken for granted was never fully hers to command. Instead, she now found herself caught in a cycle of doubt and introspection, struggling to reconcile the past with a present defined by uncertainty and a future that no longer promised the same emotional rewards. If this narrative resonates with you, consider exploring further insights on how silence in relationships can ultimately lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of both love and self-worth.